Brought to you by Agilus Diagnostics.
Agilus Diagnostics.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Health 360. This week we're going to be telling you all about the health and wellness stories that have been trending in India and outside. First of all, let's begin by telling you all about pigeon poop. Well, you heard that right. I'm going to be telling you all about pigeon poop. But why on a health show? You'll find out later. And how have tattoos now been linked to cancer? That and much more up ahead on the show. I'm Sneha Moldani. The harmless looking pigeon is not so harmless anymore. My colleague Lavanya in this report is telling you why pigeons are a cause of health concern in major urban Indian metropolitan cities. Why so? Why has pigeon poop been linked to increase in lung disease? Why are children particularly vulnerable? And what are the precautions to be taken? Here's more.
Pigeons are considered a symbol of love, peace, freedom and harmony. We've seen how Bollywood has often used them as a prop to enhance its scenes and emotions. Pigeons had been used as messengers in the past, but they've lost their charm lately. But why do you think we are telling you about pigeons? And why pigeons on a health show? Pigeon droppings are causing huge health concerns, and that is the precise reason why.
Pigeons have become cause of concern because the pigeons population is increasing day by day, and second important thing, a disease called hypersensitivity pneumonia which is also increasing. Pigeons are concerned because one important reason for hypersensitivity pneumonia is exposure to birds, okay, and birds droppings, birds feather antigens and various other antigens which comes from the birds are responsible for giving a condition called hypersensitivity pneumonia.
Pigeon droppings look like small marbles and have a white brownish appearance, and it is when these droppings dry out and turn into dust that they become airborne and can be inhaled and cause diseases like cryptococcosis, histoplasmosis and cytocosis.
These are lung disease which is called fibrotic lung disease. It so happens that lung gradually become fibrosed and it gets scarred. It is known as hypersensitivity pneumonitis. It is not an infection, it is rather a chronic disease which is slowly progressive, and if the exposure is not is continuing over a period of time, it becomes irreversible, and eventually the only treatment might as well be lung transplant.
People are indeed being infected by it, and it's a major concern. Listen in to those who have suffered.
मुझे चलने में बहुत तकलीफ होती थी। 5 मिनट भी चलता था तो कहाँ पे बैठ के थोड़ा आराम कर लेता था, फिर चलता था, और सांस लेने में बहुत तकलीफ होती थी। मेरा घर 3 मंजिल पे है, तो वहाँ पे अपना सीढ़ी से चढ़ पाना भी मुश्किल हो रहा था, जो पहले मैं दौड़ के चढ़ जाता था। मुझे ये बीमारी के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं था, फाइब्रोसिस, ILD, जिसको हाइपर सेंसिटिविटी न्यूमेटिक बोलते हैं। ये कबूतर का एक्सक्रेशन से होता है, और मुझे ये सब पता नहीं था। तो विंडो के ऊपर बैठ के मैं पोते के साथ में घंटों भर बैठा रहता था, जहाँ पिजन्स, कबूतर आजू बाजू में रहते थे, लेकिन मुझे कुछ ये पता नहीं था बीमारी के बारे में, तो हम लोग घंटों भर बैठते थे। अक्टूबर 22 में सांस लेने की तकलीफ़ हुई, तो मैं काफ़ी डॉक्टर्स के पास गया, तो कोई ने बोला अस्थमा है, क्या है। फिर मुझे बोला गया कि आप CT स्कैन निकालो। CT स्कैन निकाला तो उसमें से पता चला कि ये हाइपरसेंसिटिविटी इसके लिए है, फाइब्रोसिस है। तो मैंने सब इलाज चालू किया।
It doesn't end here. After treatment, it takes time for the patient to get back to their daily routine.
मेरी दवाइयाँ सब चालू है अक्टूबर 22 से। रिहैब सेंटर है जहाँ पे मैं आता हूँ रेगुलरली थ्राइस इन अ वीक, जो ट्रेडमिल और ये सब अंडर डॉक्टर्स ऑब्जर्वेशन फिजियोथेरापिस्ट कराते हैं, ऑक्सीजन थेरापी देते हैं और उसके लिए मेरी कंडीशन काफ़ी स्टेबल है।
Feeding pigeons is a very common practice across India, especially in metro cities. From appeasing celestial bodies to just for fun, metro dwellers love feeding pigeons. But this fun can lead us to trouble, as feeding them is not only hazardous for the birds since it weakens their hunting instincts, but it can also cause serious diseases in humans.
These pigeons feeding, it's considered as a some religious thing, which also is concerned because a lot of people which are on this reason, religious reason, they go and feed the pigeons. Whenever there are hundreds of pigeons accumulated at one place, it's not the person who is actually feeding gets the disease, but the antigens are there in the environment because this is an airborne, and people who are working or they are staying there, or also who are vegetable vendors, etc., who are standing besides that, okay, they also get a high exposure of these antigens through environment, and they get the disease into the lung.
Sandhya Joshi resides near a kabutar khana, which led her to be infected with the disease because of pigeons. She had symptoms like cough, shortness of breath, and fatigue.
मैं 1 साल से मुझे थकान लग रही थी और चलते टाइम बहुत दम लग रहा था। मुझे लगा कुछ हार्ट का है, इसीलिए मैं मेरे हार्ट के डॉक्टर के पास गई। उन्होंने देखा तो खांसी की वजह से उन्होंने मुझे चेस्ट एक्सरे निकालने के लिए बोला और बाकी सब हम बाद में करेंगे बोले। तो चेस्ट एक्सरे निकाला तो उनको कुछ लगा, तो इसीलिए उन्होंने सीटी स्कैन और 2D एको बोला। तो 2D एको में तो अच्छा सब आ गया और सीटी स्कैन में थोड़े पैचेस आ गए और उनको कुछ दिखा और उसमें फाइब्रोसिस लिखा था। मैंने जब भी टेस्ट किया तो वहाँ पॉजिटिव आ गया पिजन ड्रॉपिंग। जब भी ये हो गया तभी मैंने डॉक्टर से पूछा कि ये क्यों हुआ, कैसे हुआ, तो उन्होंने पिजन ड्रॉपिंग के वजह से ही हुआ है बोला। और हमारे खिड़की में बहुत आते थे कबूतर, तो उनके पिजन ड्रॉपिंग तो होता था, हमारे खिड़की में तो बहुत आते थे। बाद में थोड़ा थोड़ा कम हो गया था, लेकिन उसके वजह से ही ये शायद हो गया होगा।
It's critical to take care and avoid prolonged exposure to significant amounts of pigeon droppings, especially in enclosed or poorly ventilated spaces. When cleaning pigeon droppings, it's best to wear disposable gloves, shoe covers, and masks with filters that can trap particles as fine as 0.3 micron.
So if you've got a building where you live and in a society, so as a society level, we should work to prevent that pigeon should not get into your building. So that is the most important one. If that is there, at least clean your room. At least vacuum cleaning should be there, and the dropping should be avoided. And while cleaning the dropping, whosoever is cleaning should be precautious.
Pigeon feathers, dust, and droppings can become airborne when cleaned or disturbed, potentially exposing people to respiratory irritants. Pigeon population management is critical not only for minimizing the spread of droplet-borne diseases, but also for lowering the likelihood of ectoparasite infestations. There are widespread efforts to prohibit feeding pigeons in public locations, but awareness levels are poor. Bureau Report, India Today.